What if I told you almost 80% of your financial stress, your debt, and your empty bank account comes from just 20% of your spending habits? Not all your expenses, not your bills, not your groceries, just a tiny set of decisions, repeated over and over, quietly draining your future. Most people never realize this. Today I'm going to show you a hidden psychological law, the Pareto Principle, and how it secretly controls your spending without you ever noticing. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to flip this rule in your favor and save hundreds, maybe thousands, every month without living like a monk. Chapter 1 and the secret behind the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard of the Pareto Principle. 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. Most people know it from business. 20% of customers bring 80% of revenue. But here's the part almost nobody realizes. Your spending is not evenly distributed. You think you spend a little everywhere, but in reality, almost all your financial problems come from a few hidden spending patterns. Researchers at Duke University and MIT found a scary pattern. Humans make over 40% of their daily decisions automatically, without conscious thought. That includes money, especially money. So your biggest financial leaks are not what you think. They come from small habits that repeat, not big purchases. Chapter 2. The 5 Invisible Spending Traps. When economists analyzed spending data from 5,000 households, they found something shocking. The average person has 60-plus spending categories, but only 3 to 5 categories cause almost all of their leakage. Here are the 5 invisible traps most people fall into. 1. The dopamine shopping loop, the real money killer. When you buy something, big or small, your brain releases dopamine. But here's the catch. The dopamine spike happens when you're about to buy, not after you receive the item. This means you're addicted to the anticipation, not the product. This is why impulsive purchases feel good, but the regret comes later. 2. The convenience spiral delivery apps, ride-hailing, quick snacks, small treats. None of these feel expensive individually, but once researchers analyzed them, they discovered convenience spending can take up to 30 to 40% of a person's monthly pay. 3. Subscription drift. Most people underestimate subscription costs by 60%. Free trial, forgotten renewals, apps you don't use after week 2. It's a slow bleed. 4. Identity spending. This is psychological. You spend to feel like a certain type of person. The gym membership you never use. Gadgets you don't need, clothes for a lifestyle you don't actually live. 5. Interest payments, the hidden tax. If you hold credit card debt, interest can become the biggest spending category of your entire life. This is the 20% that destroys people silently. Chapter 3, Why Most Financial Advice Fails. Most budgeting advice says, track everything, cut everything, stop buying coffee. It doesn't work. Why? Because the human brain cannot manage 60-plus categories every month, but it can control 3 to 5 categories. The Pareto Principle tells us, stop fighting the 80%. Focus on the 20% that matters. You don't need to take cold showers, stop eating out, or cancel life's joys. You just need to identify the 20% that's ruining the 80%. Chapter 4. The 3 money behaviors that create 80% of wealth. Here's the part almost nobody talks about. Just as 20% of your bad habits cause most of your losses, 20% of your good habits create almost all financial success. These are the 3 high-impact behaviors that change everything. 1. Automating your money before you see it. People with automatic saving systems save 5 times more than those who save manually. If your savings come out before you even touch the money, your psychology changes forever. 2. Paying down the highest interest debt. First, this reduces your financial stress more than budgeting, more than tracking, more than cutting expenses, because this removes the heaviest weight in your life. 3. Creating a 48-hour buffer for purchases. Don't stop impulsive buying, just delay it. Most emotional purchases lose 90% of their power once the dopamine rush disappears. This single habit can save you thousands per year without restricting your lifestyle. Chapter 5. A Practical 80-20 Spending Reset. Here's how you apply the 80-20 rule to your money in 7 minutes a week. Step 1. Look at your last 30 days of spending. Forget categories. Just identify your top 10 biggest transactions, your top 3 spending categories, your top 5 emotional purchases. This reveals your personal, vital 20%. Step 2. Create 20% interventions with 80% impact. Swap food delivery for pickup once a week.
Replace 2 ride-hailing trips with bus or train.
Cancel 2 unused subscriptions. Delay any big purchase for 48 hours. Redirect all savings toward debt or investment. Step 3. Reinvest the saved money into your future. This is where most people fail. Savings left idle will eventually be spent, but savings assigned a purpose turn into wealth. Emergency fund, index funds, retirement accounts, side business capital, high-yield savings. Let your money grow while your spending shrinks. The 80-20 rule is not just about numbers. It's about understanding human behavior. You don't need to be rich to be financially free. You just need to control the small part of your life that controls everything else. Fix the 20% of spending habits, and you will transform the 80% of your financial future.